So today we'll be having a day 4 session, Ansible day 4 session, right? So in the last session, right, we had understood about, we just started with the models, right? And we had covered some basic two models like command model as well as a raw model, right? This is what we had, like just started it using how to use a model in a command line. So that we basically call it as an ad hoc way of communicating, right? We have two ways. You can communicate to the Ansible server either through the ad hoc way. Ad hoc way means nothing but it is in a command line. It means that using Ansible with models, with models in command line. So this we call as ad hoc way. And the second way is nothing but, this is the first way. And the second way is nothing but your writing a playbook file actually. So we have not yet come into this, how to write a playbook file and execute it. But if you are perfect in understanding or learning in an ad hoc way, working on a playbook will become very easy. It will not be that difficult. Only you have to only understand the YAML way of writing. So basically, all a playbook, whatever we write, that's a YAML file actually. That's a YAML way of representing, right? We have Json, YAML, and all, right? Similarly, like how we used for in Kubernetes writing a YAML, right? All your manifest files, everything we wrote in a YAML, right? Similarly, in even Ansible also, we will be able to write the playbook in the YAML file itself. Okay, so we just started with the models actually. And what is a model? Model is something like, as I said, it is a very, smallest unit of execution of a code. In Ansible, we call it as a model. It is a nothing but, model is nothing but, it's a smallest unit of code execution. In Ansible, we call it as a model. It means that whenever the Ansible it want to do any operation onto the node, right? As I let us open MS Paint. So you know the architecture that we have on server where Ansible is installed. This we call it as Ansible server, correct? Or Ansible configuration management. And here we have lot of nodes, right? Worker nodes like nodes or node 1, node 2, and node 3, right? Like this, right? So node 1, node 2, and node 3. This we have already seen this. And we have already even discussed about how to install, configure everything that we have did in a day 2 session, right? Right. So here, basically what happened, right? The Ansible, whenever it want to communicate or it want to do any operation onto this nodes, it can do an operation onto the nodes with the help of models. There are a lot of models are there, more than 4,500 plus models are there. So it will be using the models to do any operations. So it means that models is nothing but it is a very very necessity for the Ansible server to do any operation. Suppose you want to do some operation onto the file operation, you want to do a deployment operations. Okay, you want to install some packages, whatever you want to do into this particular node. How the basically Ansible server can do all operation in all the nodes, it can do with the help of a models. So that's what I said. Models is nothing but it is a smallest unit of a code execution in a Ansible. We call it as a model. Okay, so excuse me. We just started with the two models, right? Command model and a raw model, right? So today what we will do, we will further learn about many more models because we should have some hands-on or understanding of what are the different models we have, right? See, as I said, there are 4,500 plus models are there. Now the question comes like, how many models should I know, right? I can't learn 4,500 plus models, right? It's very difficult. So suppose you have a servers, like we have these three servers, node 1, node 2, node 3, and you need to do some operation onto this node. Like for example, you will say that Rajesh, there is some file is there. There is some file by name something like file 1. I want to copy this file 1 from your server to all these three servers into some destination. So what you will do, for doing that, you use some models. That model we call it a copy model, like that. Okay, fine. This is one example, fine. Now you say that Rajesh, here in all these three models, I want to, sorry, in all these three nodes, I want to install some package. Like for example, I want to install a Tomcat package or Tomcat server. So for doing that, you use something model by name package model, right? So whatever the operation which you do onto the system, it could be the Linux machine or it could be a Windows machine, anything, we call this as a nodes. Whatever the operation which you do, which you want to do, right? You do with the help of a model actually, right? With the help of some models actually. So what I want to say that whatever the operation on a day-to-day activity which you do onto the system or onto the operating system or onto a file, right? Or onto installing a package or configuring a file or restarting some service. So only those related models only is required by you. Right. Later, rest what happened that as and when you keep exhaustively working on Ansible, right, you will come across with many other models which you are not aware. Slowly, you'll come across with many other models. So, in our session, the whole Ansible session, right, you might see that I might be using max to max some 20 to 25 models I'll be using. So, you would ask me again, is this is sufficient for us to learn? It is not really sufficient. But what happened that uh, you will get a glimpse of getting to know that how exactly I will be using these models in my achieving any task. So whenever I write a playbook, right, I will write a playbook and I will execute a playbook, right? So to achieve any task, I will have to use some models within my inside my playbook file. So I will be using many more, but I would say that like there are many models are there, but around 25 to 30 models I'll be using. So is that is sufficient? No, it is not sufficient. But what happened that you will get some kind of kickstart. So it means that tomorrow you want to do some more operations, any more operations. Suppose you say, Rajesh, the same Ansible server, it want to communicate with one of the node which is there in my AWS cloud. I want to do some operations. There is some node is there which I want to do an operation which is there in Azure. Okay, Rajesh, there is one S3 bucket is there which is there in AWS cloud. So I need to do some operation onto that bucket so that you say that so there are some specific models are there related to you want to do some operation onto the S3 bucket, you need to use those appropriate models only. So like that, so you have a Google, you have lot of you have lot of links, you have to go through the assemble, you have to go through the like official documentation of the Ansible. There you'll get plenty of models, all models you will get, right? So how to check all the models in your system? You have to use a command ansible-doc, ansible-doc -l list all the models. It will list out all these models. So this is a command. I think we have used even this command also. Later I'll show you once I launch the servers, right? Once I log into the servers, I will show you this command. So that's what we will be using a lot of models. So what we are doing here now that we have just started with the command model and the raw model. So what is our today's agenda? We will be further trying to learn many more models like for example, we'll be using copy models, right? I'll be using copy model. I'll be using some kind of a package model. I'll be using a file model. Okay. I'll be using something like a yum model, yum underscore repository model. These are all very, very important models actually. Repository models, like this. And what else? Service model, user model, group model. There are many are there, sir. So what we're going to play again, we'll be extending to learn many more models today. And we will see like how exactly these models can be used only through the ad hoc method. I mean that I'll be using these models everything in the command line itself, not in writing a playbook. In tomorrow's session, what we'll do, we will just have an introduction of how to write a playbook file. And to learn a playbook file or to write a playbook file, first you need to learn about the YAML, how to write a YAML file, or what is the syntax for the YAML, what is JSON, what is YAML, that and all we need to learn. Maybe if not today, in tomorrow's session, we are going to learn all this. We'll start that actually. So our ultimate goal is to write playbook files. That is what the industry is asking, right? When you put in a resume that you know Ansible, it means that you know how to write a playbook file, right? So to achieve any task or to achieve any automation task, you would be writing a playbook and you will be executing that playbook in from sitting in your Ansible server. You will be executing those playbook files. Okay. So now let's see what are the different models we have. Let us understand first with the copy model. Okay. So now, so let me first log into our console, AWS console, console.aws.amazon.com. So guys, hope you are understanding. So let me log into. Okay, so let me go to the EC2 instance service. So here I think I have some 4 servers launched already and it is up and running. Yes, these are the 4 instances I have. So this is the Ansible server, Node 1, Node 2, and Node 3. Node 3 is nothing but basically it's a CentOS machine, whereas a Node 1 and Node 2 and Ansible, these are all nothing but these are the Ubuntu servers actually. Okay. Now, so let me log into the Ansible server, Node 1 and Node 2. I need all these servers. Okay. So let me copy the IP address, public IP. So tomorrow in the tomorrow session, I will show you how to, in a very faster way, how to log into the servers, right? So auth, I think I have given the new key as a my this one what I call my private key. That's what. So let me log in. So I have to log in with, because since it is a Ubuntu machine, right? I have to log in as a Ubuntu. Okay. So I have logged in it, and you know very well that in the last session or in my previous sessions, what I did, like I have created some user accounts over here. So the user account is DevOps and the password is DevOps. So this is a user account I have created, right? Similarly, in all these 3 nodes also, I have created a user account with the DevOps. You can create any any users. Okay, that's what I said. If Mahesh is using, and if you want to create a everywhere Mahesh, you can create Mahesh user account, right? That. So as you know that we are working with some user account, means that we'll log into the system with the help of a DevOps user, and we will be communicating with all this node with the help of the same user itself. Correct. But in today's session or from now, few of the session, what I will do, like I will log in as a root user here. And even in all these servers, root user is also there. Why I am doing that, I will tell you. With that, I'm doing all the operation being as a root user, right? Not as a DevOps user. DevOps user is also there. Even root is by default root is there, but I'll be doing all this work today's complete session. I'll be logging as a root user and I'll be working. Why that I'm doing, like I will tell you later. Okay. So here, so Ubuntu is there. So let me switch to the root user. So you could see that, okay, server he has logged in as a root user. Okay. So this I have logged in Ansible server. Okay. Let me log into the node 1. Okay. Go to the networking, copy the public IP. Go to the coloring and go to the auth. Just select the new key.ppk. Open it. Here also have to log in as a Ubuntu only, right? Ubuntu. So once you log in it, you need to switch to the root user. Okay, so you are into the SU sudo SU hyphen I root. Yes, I'm into the root user now. So this is node 1 and this one is node 2. Sudo SU hyphen root. So it says to the root user. So you have logged into all these 3 servers, Ansible server, node 1 and node 2. Okay, all these 3 servers I have logged in. Okay, now all these 3 servers I have logged in. Okay, now these 3 servers are there. Now to check it, verify it, I can execute a command Ansible -fn version. So it means that actually you have the Ansible, right? And you could see that this is nothing but your configuration file. This we have discussed many times, right? This is Ansible file. Okay. And if you go to the cd etc Ansible and say ls, Can you see that you have an Ansible.cfg and you have a host file also? This host file is nothing but it is nothing but your inventory. This we call it as a global inventory. Hold a second, guys. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So, right, and this is what the inventory, right? This is because the local inventory. We have a two different types of inventories are the local and local inventory and dynamic inventory. So what is it, local and dynamic? We'll have a separate session on that in the upcoming sessions. Okay, and these are the roles we'll see, discuss all these things later. So this is the home directory for your Ansible, etc Ansible, correct? And this is the host file. So what I'll do, I'll be placing the IP addresses over here, both. You could see that actually all these three servers, right? Like for example, node 1, node 2, node 3, node 1 and node 2 are Ubuntu. So I have maintained a group something like Ubuntu. Okay, and for the CentOS, this is node 3, this is the IP address, this is all private IP address. So what I will do, timing, I will remove these groups actually. Okay, I will remove the CentOS servers also. I don't want it. I want to only do operation only on node 1 and node 2. So these are the only two servers which Ansible want to do an operation. Okay, and all these three servers are Ubuntu. That's what. Keep in mind that these three servers are in Ubuntu server structure. Okay. Now, so what I will do, that I will say first. Okay, I'll say Ansible. Okay, hyphen doc hyphen what is it? Hyphen list hyphen l list. It will show me all the models. You could see that there are so many models are there, right? You could see that there are many models. So these are the models are there, and this models, nothing but this. What is this? This is just a one-line description about what that model does, like this. Similarly, if you want to see, suppose I want to understand about the copy model. So what I will do, I'll say Ansible hyphen doc, and I will say copy. It says that, see, this is the copy model. Okay, so what it says, that copy model, it says that this model is present in this path actually. See, each and every model in Ansible, you know that it is a Python itself. It is written in Python. Your whole Ansible is written in Python actually, and even the models are written in Python. So the copy model is saying that this copy model is there in this path actually. See, if you get into this path now, you will get the copy.py. This is the model. Okay, fine. So what it says that the copy models copies a file from the local to the remote machine to the location onto a remote machine. It means that it says that actually that if there is any file here, like file 1, I want to copy this file from here to all these two nodes, node 1 and node 2. You can use the copy model actually. That's what it says. Okay. Use the fetch model to copy from the remote. So there's one more model is there was a fetch model. We'll see what is that. Fetch model is basically used to fetch a model or fetch a file from your node to the Ansible server. It is the opposite actually. Copy is not but copying from the source is not but your Ansible server, and the destination is not but the node 1 and node 2. Fetch model is something like you want to copy from the target machine from here node 1, node 2 to your Ansible server. In that case, you will be using a fetch model. Okay, so we'll be seeing that about the fetch model next. Okay, so fetch model copies of files from the remote location to the local box, right? And here it says that this is not but these are the options, and options are always mandatory. That's what you have options like hyphen attributes, backup. Suppose you want to take a backup of a file, you'll be using a backup hyphen backup option. You will be using something like a checksum. This we will be seeing all those things later. Content, decrypt, destination. Yes. If you come down, these are all the options are there which you will be using it. But if you come downwards, you will get an example sections actually where he has shown you like how to use this model in your ad hoc way or in a command way. Can you see here that? See, examples here is given. Now you could see that for that model, who is the author? The author of the model is the Ansible core team, Mitchell D. Han. So he's a person who designed the Ansible, right? Who had developed the Ansible, right? So this is what he has it's mentioned. It means that the model is being written by your core Ansible team itself. Okay, and you could see that here is an example, guys. So you could see that what it say that name copy a file with the owner and permission. It says that basically you are trying to copy a file, okay, some specific file from here to source. SRC is what the source. Source is nothing but this foo.com. Destination is nothing but the foo.com. Under etc, you want to copy this file. And who is the owner? What is a group? What is a mode? We will see later. So you are basically trying to copy a file from the source to the destination path. Now let's see how to use this copy model. Okay, I'll just quit it. Okay, so what is the syntax? You have to say Ansible. Okay, I'll be using all. All means basically what happened, right? Ansible will always look into the inventory file. It means what are all the IP addresses there on the etc Ansible host file, right? This one, etc Ansible host file, right? So this, it is actually referring to this. All means it is referring to all the IP address which is there in the host file. So this is nothing but a local inventory. Okay, so Ansible all. Okay, hyphen m is for a model, we say. And what is a model name? Copy. Okay, hyphen a is argument. What are the argument you want to pass to this copy model? Fine. Then you can use either single quote or double quote. You can, I'll be using single quote. So what is it? Source. Okay, so what is SRC? Before that, what I will do, guys, I'll see where I am in the slash root. Let me do one thing. Let me create a file, touch Alice. So I'll create a file. So I want to append some data inside the file also. I'll do something like this, right? And when I do cat Alice, you could see that it has this one line. Okay, now what you're saying that Rajesh, you want to copy this Alice file into those two servers, actually, into those two servers, into these two nodes, actually. Of course, Ansible can do. Who can do? The copy model can do that operation. Okay, how to do that now? So you have an Ansible file. Sorry, you have an Alice file. If you execute pwd under slash root, there's a Alice file is there. So I need to copy. What I will do? I'll say Ansible all hyphen m means model. What is a model name? Copy hyphen a. It is nothing but it is a argument. Okay, what is an argument? Source src. So you should see here source src. Okay, you have to always say equals. You have to give the source path. Okay, I'll say that slash root alice file is a source file. Okay, what is this? A destination, dest, destination, where I need to copy that file. I need to copy the file under temp, actually. Then that's all. Close with a single quote. See, that's all. It's very simple, right? So you need to just call the copy. You have to specify the source and you have to specify destination. These are the two arguments you're passing. You're not passing any other arguments. I will see later all these things. What is this? But you have just a minimum source and destination. These two arguments you have to always pass it whenever you're using a copy model. So let's see how it works. And we'll say enter. So could you see here that, see, it has been copied over here. Now what it says that it's saying that this is the IP address. Okay, so this is a node one IP address and this is node 2 IP address. So it says that actually changed. What is changed? Change is nothing but it is true. Okay, fine. Destination, what is the destination path? Under the temp Alice, it has been it's copied as Alice. Who is doing the group ID is 0? It is group is group ID 0 means it is root. Who is the group means who is the user? It's a group is nothing but root. This is MD5 checksum, actually. What is this? We will see later. Don't worry now. Mode, who is the owner? What is the size of the file? It's 6 byte. Source is this one, right? That's what. And state is not but the file UID 0. So here it is doing giving some factors or factuals, we say. So these are not but the Ansible facts. It is giving you some information like this. The same thing it has happened over to the second node also, node 2 also. Now let's see. Let's go to the node 1. Go to the temp here and check whether the Alice file is copied or not. See, can you see here? Here it is copied. Go to here also. pd/temp and say ls. See, can you see? Alice has been copied. Correct. So with the help of a simple copy model, what you did, right? You did a copying of a file from this path to the destination path. Destination means what? Here destination means this two servers, node and node 2. Under the node 1, you have copied that file under the /temp directory. The same thing under the node 2, you have copied that file under the /temp directory. So the same file, Alice file here, which you have it's there in your under the /root, right? You copied that same file under here under temp. You have copied it under temp Alice, like that you have copied it. But you could see that here, if you do a ls-l everything, you could see that it has some normal default permission has been given here, right? Even here also same permission. See, the normal permission is being given. Alice, it's been given. Same thing. Now you say that Rajesh, I want to copy it, but I want to give the permission mode as 777. See, here if you go up, actually you could see that here mode. You can give in the mode also. So what is that mode you have to give? Same thing, same file you are copying again. You have to say that mode, I want to change the permission to 777. Enter. Same thing, your file you are copying, but this time some permission has to be given. So here also you could see that once it is executed, don't worry about this deprecation warning now as of now. So it is deprecating that it is because of this it is using the Python 2. So that's the reason things are getting deprecated. So we can even remove this deprecation warning also. Okay, how to remove that deprecation warning? So I can just copy this I can copy this deprecation warning. Okay, what I will do, you could just see what I'm doing. etc ansible.cfg file. So deprecation warning. See, can you see here? Deprecation warning. So but go here. So do you want deprecation warning? It is by default it is true. So what you will do that you will say that Rajesh deprecation was false like this, and I'll say save this file. Now you show that I will do the same thing now. You see, you are not getting any deprecation. See, now you are not getting the deprecation warning. It is always important that you should enable the warnings, because many times Ansible will throw warnings, right? But here to showcase, I just disabled it. It is always better that don't disable in the real time when you're working in companies, right? Never ever disables any kind of a warnings, because that is very important. With that application or any warnings, you'll get to know what things are going on, right? So here what I'm doing, that you could see that actually I just copied the same file, but this time I gave the permission 77. Go back to the node 1, do LLSF and L under the temp. You could see that now you could see the Alice file. See, you got the full permission. See, similarly here also in the node 2 also you could see that you got the full permission. See, you got the full permission. Correct. But you could see that when I am copying it here, you could see that it is copied, but the user ID and the group ID is same, root only. Now you will say that Rajesh, while copying it, when I'm copying this file, Alice file, or let me take some other file. Let me take a Bob file. Let me create one more file, Bob file. Echo Bob file. I create a Bob file. So this is one more file. You say that Rajesh, when I'm copying a Bob file, I need to copy a Bob file into both the nodes under the same temp itself. But after copying, I should get with some other username, some other group name. I should not get with the root only. So to do that, what you will do? Now you could see that if you go through your Ansible doc, Ansible-doc copy, right? We saw this, and if you go to the examples, right? If you go up here, you have lots of examples are there. I mean, this is the best way of learning things actually. Okay. If you go to the examples, you can clearly see that there is something like a owner and there is something like a group. Okay. Can I use this these stuffs in my copy model to do it, to provide? Yes, you can do it actually. But to do that, actually, suppose to do that, what you need to do, right? Suppose you say that Rajesh, I want to give some particular owner or some particular group name while copying it. You have to make sure that that owner or the group ID or whichever user or whichever group name which you are creating, that should already be there in the node 1, node 2. If it is not there, the copy model will throw in a saying that there is no user with that name. Suppose, like for example, you say, okay, the same stuff. Like for example, we'll say that I think I am in a here now. You say that Rajesh, I want to copy the file. Okay, what is that file? Under root. Okay, I want to copy the Bob file. Okay, where into copy? You need to copy under the temp itself. Okay, fine. Right now I don't need this mode. I'll remove this mode actually node. So I'm not giving any full permission. But after copying it, the owner 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 should be something with the username something like Ravi. Okay, and the group should be something like Mahesh, something. Okay, so it means that after copying this Bob file, it should get the owner user as a Ravi and the group as a Mahesh. Like here, you could see that here right now it is root, but I need to get here something like Ravi and Mahesh, like that I have to get, right? So to do that in this both these two servers, right, you should have, right, those user account and the group account, right, user ID and group ID, right? So what you will do, so to do that, what you will do in both the nodes, right now I'm doing it manually. You can do it sitting in Ansible server also, but right now because we have just started learning Ansible, right, I'll be doing everything manually now. So what I will do in the node one, I'm in the node one now. So I'll just add some user ID, right, user account. Now let me check whether the that ID, what is that, what I have chosen here, Ravi and Mahesh are there around. ID Ravi. Let's check here. He is not there. ID Mahesh. Okay, he's not there. Similarly, here also note to also ID Ravi. Okay, he's not there, I think. ID Mahesh. Okay, he's not there. Or group Mahesh, sorry. Group Mahesh. Okay, he's not there actually. Group Mahesh is not there. Okay. So what I will do, like I will create a user account. Like for example, user add Ravi. So I have created user account by name Ravi. If you give ID Ravi, it has been created. Fine. Group add Mahesh. See, Mahesh has been created. How to check the Mahesh group? You can say etc groups. If you go etc groups, or if you open that file etc groups, okay, you could see that. See, Mahesh has been created now. Same command I'll be using here. User add Ravi. Okay. Group add Mahesh. So the same stuff, whatever I'm doing, guys, in node 1, node 2, you might ask me, Rajesh, in the Ansible itself, sitting here itself, I need to create the user account Ravi and the group account Mahesh. Why you are doing it manually, going to this each and every server and doing it? I can do it here also, but right now I'm not doing, because like we are in a very, very basic or initial step. I don't want to show everything now itself actually. So better that we will do it something manually. Later we will see it how to do everything using Ansible itself. It will be very easy. So you need not to log into these nodes and do all these things. Sitting over here itself in the Ansible server, you can do everything. So whatever the commands you want to execute over here in this nodes, right, you can do happily sitting here only with the help of an Ansible. Okay. So now you could see that what I did, right, I'm trying to copy this Bob file under the temp, but I need to assign the Ravi as a user ID and a group for the Mahesh user ID. Correct? Let me check now. Let me just run this Ansible command. See, now what it says that, guys, here you could see that actually, you could see that the group is Mahesh, the owner ID is Ravi. This is the default permissions, and see that file, Bob file, it has been copied to destination under the temp Bob. See, you come over here and you do I am already under the temp here. If I do LSF and this is my node 1. Now you could see that Bob has been created. You could see Ravi is a username and the group is Mahesh. Similarly, go over here, ls-l, see, same stuff. Could see here. Is it clear, sir? Sir, any doubts you have, guys?
No, Rajesh.
So it is pretty simple, right? How to use the copy model. The same copy model, sir, I'll be using inside my playbook file. When I write a big playbook file, right? Some 100 lines or 50 or 100 lines, right? I'll be using a lot of models. So one of the models is a copy model. I'll be using like that. Okay, now let's see. Like for example, suppose you say that, okay, Rajesh, I am copying this Bob file. Fine, okay, fine. But I'll be doing many more changes to the Bob file, or else I'm copying the Alice file. I'm doing many more changes to Alice file. Now, for example, assume that, sir, here you are sitting here, and you say that Rajesh, Alice file is there. Fine. Alice is having hello. Let me add one more line. Actually, I'll open the Alice file, and I'll say something like, "How are you?" Something, one more line. Now you say that, Rajesh, you need to copy this Alice file again, which you need to update, right? So what you will do, you'll say Ansible all hyphen m model. What is the model name? Copy. Okay. Hyphen a, right? Hyphen a means argument. Okay. What is it? Source src is nothing but your slash root Alice. Okay. What is the destination? Dest, right? What is it you have to use? Dest, right? Dest, right? Dest. Where you want to copy under the temp? Fine. Okay, any mode you have to give? Okay, mode. I think I'll give something like 664, something I'll give. So what I'm trying to do, right? Or else I don't want to give the mode as of now. I'll just copy it. So you are trying to copy it, right? Now this Alice file has an updated thing, right? First it has only one line. Now I have added one more line actually. Whether it will copy, but what it will do, it will try to overwrite this file, correct? Already Alice file was there, it will try to overwrite it. So what you will do here, it will try to overwrite it, correct guys? See, it will execute it, fine. It is going on, see? You could see that actually it's going, right? If you come back to the node 1 and if you do a cat of Alice, now you could see that this file has 2 lines, right? Even here also this file has a 2 lines, correct? Now the question comes that Rajesh, I want to revert it back. Suppose you did a lot of changes to the file. Now you say that no, I don't want to do the changes, man. Or else before I copy it, I want to take a backup of this file first, then I have to copy it. So do what to do that? Suppose always whenever I'm copying, it should not overwrite to an existing file. First it should take a backup and then it should overwrite it. So to do that, what I have to do that, you have to just do what to do that. Let me do one thing. Let me add one more line like this. One more line by okay, something. 2-3 lines you have added to the Alice file. So now what you will do, you will just do a same Ansible -all -m copy. Here what you will do, guys, you will just add one parameter known as a backup is equal to yes. This is very important. In many interviews they have asked this. How to keep a backup of a file before you are overwriting everything? You have to use backup is equal to yes. Then you say enter. So you have did a backup. Go to this nodes and do LSF and L. Can you see here? See, for the Alice, first it has took a backup of this and then it has overwrite. It has written it. See, if I do a cat of this file, see, see, it has these 2 lines. This Alice has the modified one. Correct? See, it has a modified one. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? So you have to just use backup is equal to yes. This is the parameter which you have to use. Again, where I got all these things, you will get from the Ansible doc itself. Ansible -doc -copy. You have to go through the here. If you come down, see, I'm using this backup. See, create a backup file including the timestamp information so that you'll get additional original file backup if it is. Or if you come down here and if you see the examples, they have given this. They have mentioned that in the examples they will have mentioned that option actually. That's the reason I would recommend all of you to go through at least the example sections so that you will understand what is going on. See here, can you see here? I use this backup. So before this file NTP, it has been getting copied to etc under the nodes, right? It will try to first take a backup of this file and then it will try to copy that file. So here you could see that I'm using this. Correct? Now the question comes, okay, Rajesh, okay, fine. What you're doing from here, Rajesh, from the source is nothing but an Ansible server and the destination is nothing but the node 1 and node 2. Okay, fine. You will say that, Rajesh, I want to copy some file. In the node 1 itself, there's a file actually. From one place to other place, I want to copy within that node 1 itself. I don't want to copy a file from the Ansible server to the node 1, but whereas in the node 1 only, assume that I have under the, suppose like under / India something. Under that, there's one file as a Bangalore. I want to copy this /India, which is there in the node 1. I want to copy to the temp directory in the same server itself. So source is also the same, destiny is also in the same server. I want to do it, but I don't want to copy the file from here to here. But within that nodes itself, we want to do it. How to do that? To do that, what we will do first? Let me do one thing. Let me first. This is the node 1, guys. Actually, okay, this is node 1. Okay, to host name ctl set host name node 1 to bash. So right now I'm under the node 1, right? So same command, I will copy it over here, and the second node I will just paste it. I'll do node 2 here, and I'll give the something like a bash here. See, you have entered. This is node 1, this is node 2, correct? So what I want to do here now, in the node 1, what I will do, I'll go to the / here. Let me do one thing. Let me create one directory, mkdir India something. So I have an India directory. Get inside India directory. Okay, I will just create something like a bangalore.txt file. Same stuff you need to even do in a node 2 also. Go to the slash, enter, let's mkdir India, get inside the India directory, create a file by using touch command, touch something, bangalore.txt file. So what you're saying, Rajesh, I want to copy this bangalore.txt under the temp. I want to copy it here. Here I want to copy it. So something like this you'll do. cd slash India bangalore.txt. I want to copy in a temp. You will do like this, right? When you are inside the system, you do, right? The same thing I want to do sitting here in the Ansible server, right? So how to do that actually? If you do it, you have an option here, remote underscore src. Come down here, remote underscore src. Somewhere, see, can you see it? Remote underscore src is yes. So can I use this option so that I am copying the file from the same node to the same node, not from Ansible server? Yes, I can do that. Okay, I'll come back here. Can you see here, guys, in my Ansible server, do I have any directory by name India? See, I don't have any directory by name India here. Just to show, just to prove that I'm not copying from Ansible server. Sorry, guys. Yes, tell me. Okay, if you don't have any question, that's fine. Okay, what I'm doing here, please unmute yourself, guys. So what I'm doing here, see, I'm trying to copy a file which is there in the node itself from the node 1 under the slash India bangalore.txt to the temp itself. I'm copying it. How to do that? Same command. What I'll do, Ansible all hyphen m, right? Hyphen m is model, copy is a model name, hyphen a is nothing but the argument. Fine. Source. What is the source? Slash India slash bangalore.txt file. EANEALORE, like this. Text file. Where is the destination? A destination I am trying to copy to the slash template. Right? And what is it? What you have to give? You have to give something like a remote underscore. Guys, please unmute yourself. Mute yourself. SRC remote underscore SRC is equal to true. Right? And if you want to really give the mode also, you can give the mode. Mode is equal to 777, whatever. So source is this one, destination is under the same server under a temp directory, but you have to give this parameter. You have to give this option actually. Remote underscore search is equal to true, and mode I'm giving. Just run this command. See, it's been done, right? If you come over here under the temp one, sorry, in the node one, and go to the cd to the slash temp and lsfnl, sorry, lsfnl, oh, sorry, lsfnl, you could see that, see, bangalore.txt has been copied. Similarly, go here, go to the, you're already there in the temp directory, do lsfnl, can you see, it's been copied, right? So is it clear, sir, guys, till here? Is it clear? Any doubts you have? Okay, fine. Now, so what I will do now next, there are many things are there. If you go to the Ansible-doc copy, you could also see that there is something known as a, if you see it actually, size is there. Many things are there, guys, actually. A lot of things are there. If you see it actually, there is something known as a content actually. It means that you're not copying, you're copying a content, something to the file itself directly. It means that you are copying the text, some content to the file itself actually. It means that from your server, from here, you want to copy some content and directly you want to write inside the file in this notes actually. So it's a simple actually, it's the same stuff actually. So what I have to do, same thing, Ansible copy. So you can remove all these things. So I don't know, I don't need all these things. So source and all is not required. So what I have to do, guys, hyphen a, what is it? The content is equal to, this is Ansible session. Destination where I want to copy, and a destination I want to copy something under the temp like new file.txt something. I want to copy there over there, right? See, and say enter. So this content will be written into a file by a new file onto both the nodes actually. See, enter. It has done. Now come over here, do ls-l. Can you see there's a file by name new text.file.txt? Open that file, new file text.txt. See, you could see this content. See, this is Ansible session. Same thing here. You could see the same stuff here. Same. That of new file.txt. Same. So guys, I hope you understood it. You can explore more and more by going through the model actually. You have to go through this model actually, guys. Ansible-doc and then say model name copy. Like this, you have to go to the complete, at least you just scroll and you try to understand each and everything. So what is this doing? What is this doing? So what is this? You will get to know everything when you are trying to practice by your own. Okay. So these are all very, very good examples actually, where you can, where you can explore the things actually. Okay. So like that. Now there is one more model as a fetch model, which we saw, right? I need to copy something from the node to the Ansible server. It's a reverse of copy. So copying what you're doing from here to here, you're copying. Now I want to copy some file from the nodes to the Ansible server. So we have something also Ansible fetch model actually. So let me see Ansible-doc fetch model. See what it says. This model works like a copy, but it's in a reverse actually. It is used for fetching the files from the remote machines and storing them locally in the file tree, organized by the host name. Files that already exist at the destination will be overwritten. If they are different than the source, this model will also be supported for the Windows target also, like that. And you have many options are there. Okay. And if you come down here, you will get some examples also. See, here they have given the examples actually. Let just execute only one example. Okay. So what I will do that, okay, I'll do one thing, guys. I will try to what I will do under this nodes, right? Node and node 2, right? Here you have some file by name etc possibility file. See, this file is there. Even this file is also there in node 2 also. Right? This file is there. Shall I copy this file itself to my server, into the Ansible server? Yes, let me do it. How to do it? I'll say Ansible all -m is model. What is a model name? Fetch. Fetch. -a is argument. Okay. What is a source actually? SRC. Source is nothing but your etc possibility file is a source actually. Okay, this is a source. Okay. What is the destination? Where you want to copy into Ansible? Okay, let me do one thing. So let me copy to something like my my directory. It means that under the slash in your server, my directory will be there. Under that, this files will be copied actually. Okay, it means that if it is not there, it will create it. Can you see here? See, if I do a cd to the slash, enter and say ls, do you see there's something like a my dir? Or it's okay, leave out my dir, something like a logs. Logs is not there. Log, see, cd logs, it's not there. Right, it is not there. So let me do one thing. Instead of doing that, I will do a logs actually. Ansible all -m fetch -a src is nothing but the etc passwd and destination is nothing but /logs. So I'll not be using my dir, just I'll say logs. Just say enter. It is actually fetching. See, the change is true and it has been fetched under the logs it has created. See, if you do you are already there in the slash actually. If you do an ls, can you see there's a logs that has been created, logs, see, automatically that is created. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do a cd to the logs and say ls. Okay, what it has did no, based on your inventory, it has understood that okay, under under the inventory, etc Ansible host file, there are two IP addresses are there. With that IP addresses, it has created directory. Okay, fine. Let me get inside this directory. Okay, I am into the logs directory. Let me get inside the directory. See, under that, see, etc has been copied. Under etc, what it is there? Possibility. See, here it has been copied like this. The same stuff it has been copied here also. It means that basically whatever you have in the host file, suppose you have something like a host name here, instead of IP addresses, if you have a host name like node 1 and node 2, here under the slash logs directory, it has created, instead of this, it would have created node 1 and node 2, like that it would have been created. But here you are, since you in the Inventory, you have given the IP address as the entries in the host. It has created a directory with the same name, right? So I'll go to the slash logs, and when I execute the tree, tree is not there. Sudo apt get install tree. Let me install the tree package here. So tree package installed. Now if I execute the tree command, see it will show that this is what the structure is showing. Okay, now let me check one more file. Like for example, under here node 1, if I have a var, let me check, sir, what are the other things. Log is there. Okay, under log, is there any file? Auth.log is there. This file auth.log. I want to copy this file. I want to fetch this actually. So under slash var log, auth log is, I want to fetch this actually, or sys.log or anything actually. I will try to fetch this. How to do that actually? Same thing, guys. Come over here. Just giving one more example. That's all. Nothing more. Same ad hoc command using fetch model. So here source is nothing but the slash var log what is it, sir? Auth.log, right? AUTH, yeah, auth.log. Where I want to fetch it, I want to fetch into the same logs itself, here itself. Okay, let me fetch it. Okay, I've fetched it, fine. Now if I go to the cd to the slash logs, and if I execute the tree command, you will understand now. See, already under etc I have fetched, under slash var log auth it has also been fetched. Okay, this is for your this server of this IP address, and this is for the second node IP address. Is it clear, sir, the fetch model? I hope it is clear for you guys. Correct? Okay, fine. So that's all about the fetch. Okay, that's all about the fetch model. Let us see some more models actually. We will try to understand about the file model actually. Very, very important, sir. File model is basically used to, suppose in the destination servers or into the nodes actually, you want to create a file. You want to create a directory. You want to create a hard link. You want to create a soft link. You want to remove a file. You want to create a file. You want to append some text inside a file. You want to do many operations out of the file. So then there is a model by name file model. Yes. Let's see here. Go back to the Ansible server. Go here. Just say Ansible-doc space file model. It says that the file model is there in this path. Okay, fine. See, access time, modified time, change time. These are all the attributes. These are all the different attributes are there. This model has also been maintained or written by the Ansible core team, that is Mitchell Dehaan's team. Okay, so come down. There are many options are there, guys. But what we will do, like we will immediately get into the examples. Actually. So that's the best way of learning, right? So come down. Here you could see that, okay, there is something like a path. So file change file ownership permission. So he's basically for this foo.conf, he's trying to change the owner group and the mode actually. Okay, that's what it is. Fine. But okay, fine, that's fine. But if you come down here, you want to create a soft link. Same thing here. You could see that we are using a file model, but source is this file, destination is this file, owner group, and but here I'm using a state and I'm using something like a link. Or link means basically you are trying to create a soft link. Okay, let me check. Let me don't think. Let me create on directory itself, sir. Okay, let me create that. Go here. Okay, I'll go to the node 1. Just see in the temp directory any directories are there. Okay, it's not there. Let me don't think, sir. Let me create one Suresh directory under everything. Okay, how to do that actually? See, Ansible. Let me clear the screen. Ansible all. You know this variable -m. Model name is file model. Okay, -a is for arguments. Okay, what is it? Under the destination path, where you have to call, you have to create. I want to create under temp. I want to create Suresh. Okay, Suresh. Sorry, Suresh. And here, if you see the, if you have seen this document, if you see the document now, here something of the state you are seeing actually. So let me use the state here. State. What is the state? Okay, I want to create Suresh, which is it's a directory. See, I'm creating a directory. Let's say enter. See, under the destination servers, under temp, a Suresh directory will get created. Come here in the node 1, just go to the temp and do lsfnl. Can you see Suresh directory is getting created here? See, Suresh directory is getting created here. See, guys, right? So using a file model, you are able to create a directory, but here the state you have to mention as a directory. Suppose you say that Rajesh, under the temp, I want to create an array, but it should be a file. So the state you need to mention as a touch here. Okay, so you'll get all these things states here, sir. In the Ansible -doc, if you execute the file, and if you come down, you have something else state here. Come down somewhere. You have mentioned state here. Yeah, RC is there. Fine. See, can you see here, guys? State is there. Absent means you are deleting it actually. Okay. And what are the different states you have? You have state something like for the state, the options are absent, directory, file, hard link, touch. All these are the choices for your state actually. So first choice I use as a directory. Suppose you say that Rajesh, I want to delete the Suresh directory. No problem. Same thing. What do I have to do that? Same thing here. Instead of state directory, you need to make it as an absent actually, like this. That's all. So what it will do, it from both the nodes, it will remove the Suresh directory. See here, enter. See what it say that absent state is absent. Come over here, and when you do an lsfnl, can you see Suresh has been removed? Here in the node 2, lsfnl, Suresh has been removed. So whenever you are mentioning the state as an absent, it means that you are removing that particular file or a particular directory or whatever the type of file it is, you are trying to remove it actually, by using the state as an absent. Sometime what happen, you can even use state as a removed actually. That will also remove it actually. Either you can use a removed or you can use absent based on the documentation. In the documentation here, we're going to see that if they mention something like here, something like a removed, then you can use that option. For some models, you will see the state as a removed state actually. Removed, there will be one more state as removed. If you use that actually, it will going to remove that file or whatever the operation, it will do that appropriately. It will remove it actually. Okay. So similarly, like what is up in that same thing, I will do a same thing. What I will do that I will create a Naresh file actually. Okay. But this time the state I will give as a touch, because touch means it will create a file. Right, guys? Enter. It has created. Come over here and do a ls -l. Can you see here? There's a Naresh. There's a Naresh file has been created. It's a normal file. It's a normal file has been created. Here also the same stuff. Normal file has been created by name Naresh. Don't need it. The same thing. The same command you run over here and you say as a absent. You created an absent. It means that you have removed that Naresh file. Come over here again, node 1 and node 2. So ls-l, can you see now run Naresh file? It has been removed now. Because here you have used the state as an absent. Is it clear, guys? This is very simple, right? It is not that much difficult, right? Only you have to see the document, understand it. What are the things which you have to use like this? Okay. Right, that's what you have to check in the document and use appropriately in your command line. This we call as ad hoc way, means it is we are using in a command line, right? So let us do few more things. Ansible all what is -m file model -a, what is it? I'll give path equals let me do one thing. What is it? I have something as a link actually. I see the document at a time. So let me do before I do it, I will go to the document again. Ansible-doc, and I'll say file. Go to the end of the file, come up. So something has happened right here. So what I will do, I'll just close this. I will try to relog in again to the Ansible server. Copy it. into logged in. Let's switch to the root user. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll just say, let me change the host name, ctl set hyphen host name Ansible hyphen server, and then say bash. So you're an Ansible server now, right? You're an Ansible server now. Sorry, what I was saying that if I do an Ansible hyphen doc file, so if you come down here, so you have something known as a link actually. Link, right? Here we have examples also. Come down, see, the state is link actually. It basically you are trying to create a soft link actually. You're creating a soft link actually. So this and all you know very well now how to do create a well creating itself actually you need to provide the owner and the group, different owner in the group like that. You know how to use this actually. Okay. I want to create a soft link or I want to create a hard link like that. How to do that actually. So same thing, just see it what I'm doing here. Source and destination you have and states something like you have to use link. Link means it's a soft link. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just say Ansible all hyphen m model is file. Okay. Hyphen a argument source. What is the source? Source is nothing but actually under this path there is some file is there, like suppose like etc passability node 1 node 2 etc passability file. So under the etc passability file I want to create a soft link for this passability file under the temp. Okay, so what is it and what you have to do, you have to say is a destination is equal to under the temp I want to create something like a something, some name, new link or sim link, something, soft link file, something, soft link file. Okay, I want to create it, and you have to say state it as a link like this. So you are creating a soft link for this etc password file under the temp as a soft link file, and the state you have to mention the link here. Suppose you're creating a hard link, the state should be is equal to hard, but now I'm not creating a hard link, I'm just creating a soft link. See, enter it. See, it has created a soft link. Go back to here under the temp. Can you see here a soft link has been created to etc password file. Here also similarly a soft link has been created for the this is sorry here node 1. See, soft link file has been created for the same file. Suppose assume that actually you want to create a hard link. Same thing, what you have to do that here you have to mention as a hard link, hard actually, let's say hard, and here instead of soft link file something like a hard link I can give, something like hard link, any name you can give. I'm just giving, let's say enter. See, come over here, do lsfnl. Can you see there's a hard link has been created? Here also a hard link has been created. See, hard link has been created. So like this you can either create a soft link and a hard link with the help of a file module. Is it clear, sir? Similarly, you can give any permission also. Suppose already I created a Bob file or Naresh file I created. I think I removed it, correct? Yes, been created, right? So same thing, Ansible hyphen source is nothing but, so I can use this path is equal to slash temp Naresh, right? Naresh I've created, right? And what is the state? You said that Rajesh, I want to create it as a file, so you have to use the touch command. Okay, fine. Mode, I want to give the permission as 777 for that file. Okay, who is the owner of the file? Owner will be Ravi. Who is a group? Group will be Mahesh. You already created, right, earlier, right? See? So many things you are giving in one single stretch. Actually, see, you are creating a Naresh normal file by using a touch. Sorry, state is equal to touch. Mode, permission, owner, group, everything you are giving at a shot. See, go back here, do an lsf and L, Can you see Naresh has been created? See, Ravi is a user ID, group ID, full permission you have given, and this is the file, normal file. Like this. Correct? If you don't want it, you know very well that instead of state as touched, you have to say state is equal to absent. It will be removed. Right? Absent. It will be removed. Okay. Now go back here. Again to the node 1 and node 2. See, Naresh is not there. It has been removed. Alright, guys. Similarly, what are the soft link and hard link you have created? Just say state is equal to absent. This files will get removed. Actually. Is it clear, sir? File model. Do you have any doubts here? Are you feeling difficulty or is it easy?
It's okay, Rajesh.
Yeah, it's simple only, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's all. What you can do that you can explore many other things by your own, right? You can go to the example, go to the model and try to learn it actually. Now, the next is that but you have a model by name shell model actually. There's a model by name shell. Shell is also one of the model. Okay. It is same thing like a command model. Whatever we learned in the command model, right? Whatever the first day we learned command model, same thing is also a shell model. Shell is also same thing like a command model. But the one difference is that shell model we will be using to execute any script. Suppose you say that Rajesh, there is some script is there. I want to execute that script into this nodes actually, into this nodes. I want to execute those scripts actually. So it is always better to use a shell model actually. So what is an how to do that actually? So let me go here. So let me do one thing. So let me first write one script actually. After writing a script, I need to copy that script, sir, and then execute that script, right? So to do that, let me do one thing. Something I'll say my script.sh. I'll write my script something like this. Hash bin hash bank slash bin slash bash, right? Something echo, okay, something, just anything. Welcome to Ansible session. Okay, so okay, so what I have to do that let me don't think that I need to let me create what I have to do that. Okay, let me create under the direct mkdir under the temp. Let me create something like uh, my doc something or my anything. Let me create one directory, something like I have used some name Naresh, Suresh, Mahesh, use that Krishna I will use mkdir slash temp Krishna something. Okay, fine. CD to the slash temp KRISHNA. Okay, what you need to do? You will say that Rajesh copy the etc complete content to the slash temp Krishna or to the dot. You have to say dot means it will copy the whole content of etc to your slash temp Krishna completely. It will copy it actually. Like that. So I'm just doing this small script I'm doing. So I need to execute this script, sir. This my script. I want to execute this script in both this node 1 and node 2. So how I can execute it by using a shell model? I can use that actually. So this is the best way. Shell is used basically used for executing any script into the nodes actually like that. So let me say the script actually. First, you need to copy this script, right? So let me do things. So first, let me change the permission actually. Chmod 775. Let me give the execute permission. That's what I have to do. So I have given the I have changed the permission also. Fine. Now what I have to do first, I need to copy this, right? So to do the copying, what I'll say Ansible hyphen all hyphen m. What is the model? Copy model I'll use. Okay, hyphen a argument. What is it? Source is equal to slash root my script.sh. Correct. This is the source file. Okay. Destination where I have to copy. Let me copy into the temp itself, sir. dest is equal to what is it? Under the temp you have copied. First, let me execute this add hoc command. Copy using copy model. So see, I have copied this script actually. Fine. If you come over here under the temp, you could see that my script has been copied here. Correct. Similarly, here also my script has been copied here. Okay, my script has been copied. Fine. So you have copied. Now you want to execute that script, right? Sitting here in the Ansible server actually. Okay. So how to do that? Ansible. I'm not going through the document, sir. If I go through the doc, right, you will get to know. If you say Ansible doc shell, if you open this document, right, you will get this document. So shell model takes the command name followed by the list of specified delimiter, either a free form command or the command parameters required, like this, blah blah. He has explained everything. So here it is using a shell like this /bin/shell on the remote. It means that basically it is calling internally a shell itself to execute any task onto the remote actually. So if you come down, you have so many options, and they have given examples also. Later you go through all these examples actually. See, you can go through all these examples. But I'm just showing you one small example here. I want to execute the particular script. So I have already copied it by using the copy model, right? And now I want to execute it. Well, how I'll do it? Ansible all -m shell -a means argument. What is it? sh to the /tem my script dot sh. That solves it. It means that you want to execute that script actually. And say enter. Now you know very well what that script does. That script is going to copy. See, that is doing nothing. So it means that basically what I did in that script. See, if you come over here under the temp, you do lsfnl. What it has did in that my script, it has copied it has created a directory Krishna. Okay, under the Krishna directory, see, it has copied the content of the complete etc itself. Correct? See, that's the reason you got this output. See, it is copying everything. See, that's copying. So this is the output of your model. See, output of your shell model. See, you got it right. So it is executing this script onto both the nodes, node 1 and node 2. Same thing if you come over here, node 1, you do lsfnl. See, Krishna directory has been created. Under the temp Krishna is created. Let you go inside the Krishna and do lsfn. See, ls, you could see the entire etc content has been copied to Krishna directory. Is it clear, sir? Okay, so that's out about the shell model. Okay, so you can explore many more with the documentation Ansible-doc, and you could go to the shell, right? You will get many other things. Now, next is a package model, sir. Very, very important, sir. This is very important. Package model. Package model is basically used to install the softwares or install the packages or packages to say. So you go through it. If you go through the Ansible-doc package. Very important, sir, which we use this extensively in our playbook file, sir, because there are many times what happened, right? You will be given a lot of servers like this, right? And all the servers, you need to install some packages. Like for example, you have to do a lamp stack you have to enable. It means that you Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, all these models you have to install in all these nodes actually, or else you want to install the Node.js, or else you want to install the Tomcat server, right? Or else you need to install some DB like MySQL DB you want to install, or PostgreSQL or MongoDB you want to install. You want to do all this operation in every server you have to do. There are some 1,000 servers are there. In all the 1,000 servers, you need to install these packages. So how to do that at a shot? You can write on playbook file or in a command line or ad hoc. We will be using this package model to install the packages actually. So that's the reason we are using heavily in our Ansible actually, and even in your real time also we will be using this package model very well. So now go back here under the Ansible server node, and what I will do, I'll say Ansible-doc, I'll say package. Hey, this is guys, this is a generic package model, sir. Actually, okay, there are models pertaining to that particular distribution. You know that for the Ubuntu model, for the Ubuntu servers, you have an apt package model, apt package model is there actually, right? Similarly, for the CentOS or for the RHEL or for Fedora, any of the Red Hat distribution or related to that, it uses the RPM method or M method actually, M method of installing models. So you have a particular model by name M itself to install it. M package is basically, M model is basically used to install any kind of an RPMs into this distribution, Red Hat or CentOS or Fedora. Similarly, apt is a model, or apt is a model which you used to install any Debian package to the Ubuntu itself. This you have to remember always. But you are saying, Rajesh, what is this package actually? Package is also one of the model itself actually, but it is a very generic model, we say. Generic means it will understand what type of machine it is. Oh, is it a CentOS? Then it will try to install with the help of a yum actually. Oh, is it a Ubuntu? Then it will try to install a apt actually, like this. Like here, you could see that here. If you come over here, if I do a Ansible -doc -l pipe it to grep of package. Okay. You have a model by name package here. See, come over here. See, package model is there. See, generic OS package manager. It's a generic. Similarly, do I have a yum package like this? See, you have a yum package. Okay. It manages the package with the yum package manager. So this yum model, it is pertaining to, or it is specific to the data distribution. You cannot install any package for by using yum in your Ubuntu. That is not possible. Similarly, you cannot install any package of Red Hat using apt. So apt, it is pertaining to your, it pertains to your different distribution. So you manage apt packages like this. Clear, guys? But package, it's a generic package, which will be package model is a generic package, we say. So I'll be showcasing this now actually. Okay, package. So now what you will say that I'll say, Rajesh, I want to install some package, the tree package, tree package, right? If you execute the tree command, see, I'm able to do it. Suppose I will go to the here, I'll go to here. Shall I execute tree command here? See, package command not found. See, it says that please install the tree package. Similarly, come here in node 2 or go to the temp directory wherever you are and execute the tree command. See, it is not installed. It is not because we need a tree package to be installed. Then only this tree command will work. So now what I will do, I'll come back to the Ansible server here, and what I will do, I'll say Ansible. Okay, what is it? All -m model. What is the model name? Package. Okay, hyphen. What is it? Hyphen a option means argument. What is it you need? You need the name of the package is nothing but the tree package you need. Okay, and what is the state? It's not but present. To go to the document, you will understand. Present. Present. See, simple, guys. Very, very simple, right? So Ansible all -m package and the a, and you are specifying you are installing the tree package, and you are saying it is a present. Present means it will try to install it. Absent means it will uninstall it. Let's see. I'll say enter. See, it is installing the package. See, so it has installed in both the nodes. Can you see here? It has did in this server. So it's saying that updating cache and auto installing missing dependency. Okay, this is saying okay, fine, that is fine. Okay, but here you could see your one here it has installed here in this servers also it has installed the it has installed the package. Okay, even in this server also in the second node also this is IP address, it has installed the package. Now let's see, go over here, execute the tree command now. See, is it executing now? Yes, it is executing. Go to the node 2. Is it executing now? Yes, it is executing. P has been installed. Similarly, you have to come over here. If you want to uninstall it, it is very simple. You have to just say instead of present, you have to say it is an absent. It will uninstall that package, tree package. See, it is uninstalling. It has uninstalled the package actually. Now come over here, just execute the tree command now. See, it says that no such file or directory. It is not. It's not finding that command itself. So the package has been uninstalled. You can even try out with this also because these are Ubuntu servers. Suppose you say that Rajesh, I want to install the Apache package. You can try out like this also. Apache 2. Let's see. Sorry, it is absent. It is saying. I'm sorry. I will do it as a present. So this will take little time, but okay. Like it has been installed, sir. This has installed actually, right? So it has been installed. So this has been installed. Okay. To confirm it actually, how we'll do? You'll say slash var www see HTML. See with this you will confirm that the Apache is installed. Go over here slash var www HTML. See it has been installed like that. Okay. So this is a generic package model which I said that, right? It automatically understand what type of server it is. Is it a Ubuntu means automatically in turn it will be calling the app get itself to install it. Similarly, if that particular node, if this particular node is a CentOS means your package model understand this is a CentOS mission. So I need to use by using yum internally, I want to do it. Or else you can even do specifically also. Like for example, here the package will understand. Suppose you want to specifically mention that in the package itself there is a you can mention it actually. Like for example, package. If you come over here, could you see something use you can use actually use and you can say yum or apt like this. So here what happened that I'm explicitly saying here when I'm doing any installing package, right? I'll just say like this actually. Use is equal to apt like this. So you are expressly telling that you use the app itself to install the package Apache onto those servers. If it is a servers are Red Hat or something, you can say use yum. So that's what here he, in the document he has mentioned here. Okay, here you could see that the required package model to use a yum app etc. The default is automatically it will understand. But if a user want to explicitly mention, you can say use is equal to yum or use is equal to app based on the server type. You can do that. So this should only be used in the field if the automatic selection is not working for some reason. For some reason, if package is not properly working, then you can use this use along with that for specifying saying that what type of distribution is it? Is it a yum means it's a Red Hat or apt means it's a Debian actually like that. So come down here, guys. So you will see all the things. So these are some options here given. How to use this one? What is this? This I will tell you later. What is this? If you might ask me what is this when I explain you about the Ansible variables, right? There I will come across with these things actually. Okay, is it clear, guys? Hmm? Okay, so like that. So like guys, there are many other models are there. What I will do, I will be covering you into the next session actually. So what are those models? Okay. So what is our next day's topic actually? We will be continuing with the models only. For example, I'll be showing you yum underscore repository model. Okay, and as well as a user model, group model, service model. What else? Something like a line in file model like this. So a few of the models I'll be covering after this in tomorrow session. After covering this one, what I'll be doing, right? I'll be giving some introductory session on introduction on what is a YAML and what is JSON file. Okay. So, and then we will kickstart to write the playbook file actually. What is a playbook and all, how to write a playbook file, to automate the task that I need to write a playbook file. So inside the playbook file, you will be writing a lot of plays, we say like that. We'll be writing a lot of plays here. So I'll be showing you a demonstration. I'll be showing some 2 or 3 examples of the playbook actually, tomorrow itself. So that you will get to know like how exactly you can we can start up writing a playbook file. Okay. And also we will see how internally this model works actually, or how exactly the Ansible model works. But also we will see tomorrow. It's just a 10 minutes explanation, but I'll be explaining you that also. And today you have seen that I have shared some 2 links also on that, right? How Ansible intern works actually. So those 2 links you can go through it. You will get some glimpse on how exactly internally this Ansible models get executed by Ansible itself. So it's a very interesting articles I have given. You can go through it. You will understand very well. Okay. So tomorrow anyhow I'll explain about this also. Maybe they might not ask you all these things, but still it is good that if you have a knowledge on that, now it will be very better actually. Okay. So this is very important, sir. Why we are choosing YAML or JSON? What is this? This is basically this YAML or JSON, but it's a data formats actually. Data representation or data formats we say. whenever you want to present any data, you can either present the data either in a JSON or YAML or even in XML, right? So, but why we use JSON or YAML itself now? Now, why we are not using XML and all? We will discuss on that tomorrow actually, and we will kickstart on learning about how to write a playbook file. Playbook file, but it's a YAML file only. .yaml. Always, all the playbook file will be having an extension of .yaml, YAML. Okay. Even you can write a file as a JSON also, but we will be sticking onto only onto YAML. I will show in one session where even you can even execute the JSON also. JSON file also you can execute with the help of within your Ansible server. You can execute it. Okay. So this is what here the kickstart. So our actual class of Ansible starts by writing a playbook file. So from there we'll be starting how to write a playbook file and how to execute it. Because from the playbook file, when you start writing, right, there are many concepts are there which will be coming up now, right? So those things and all we have to understand and everything. So from the base, we'll start from the writing the playbook file. So, is it clear, guys?
Yes, Rajesh.
Okay, so sir, then we will stop the session if there is no doubts.
Yes.
Okay, chalo. Anyone can stop the session.